goes quite well, doesn't it, Vic? Okay, grab yourself a drink. We've got one more round of this to go through. So get your dumbbells. We are going on to our bicep curls. So grab your bicep, dumbbell, bag for life. Meals, are you getting back in here? I don't know if I'll be able to bicep curl you. You're a bit heavy. That's it. In you get. Sit yourself down. Oh no, I think you're a bit heavy for, oh my goodness. Use 2 arms. Again, try and push it to 15 reps if you're not already. If anyone would like to borrow this child, specifically this child, they are more than welcome. The minimum term is 3 nights, however. Rach, if you can, just try not to hold on with the other arm because that's almost kind of giving you a bit more stability. So just try, if you can, just have that arm by your side. That's it. Good work, Shanj. Try not to swing it too much, Shanj. Keep that elbow really tucked into the side. Great work. Okay, guys, when we've done our biceps, we're going to go back into our triceps. So on our bench, on our chair, on our sofa, whatever you have for yourself. This time I want to see everybody working for those 15 reps. Can't see you. Good work, Mandy. I can see you working well on that. Good job. Okay, and into our triceps. So we're trying to get as far down as we can, making sure we're 90 degrees with those elbows. Yes, Tash, go for it. Go on, you can do it, girl. Nice work. Good job, Vic. Good job, Deepa. Let's try and get those 15 in if we can. Nice, Rachel. Okay, just try and tuck your elbows in if you can. So rather than letting your elbows chicken wing out to the sides, as you come down, just try and squeeze them in if you can. That way we're going to activate a lot more of the tricep. That's it, you've got it. So that way we've got a lot more of the tricep. Really helps to tone up, to get these bits strong here rather than the chest. Great work, guys. Looking strong tonight, easy days. And then our last one is our row. So our dumbbell row, our bag row, our bag for life with Mila in it row. 12 to 15 reps. Last bit. So Vic. This one here is we're just going to hinge at the hip, soft knees. We're just going to drive that bag up to our chest. Okay, so this is a back exercise, chest exercise. Tash, just see if you can go over a little bit further. You're quite upright. So let's go here and let's have that out in front of us. And I want it to be more of this movement rather than upright row. Okay, Neil's just come in here a second. You can come back in a minute. Come on. Quick. Go. Abs, just squeeze those glutes. Make sure you're using your back, not your, your upper back, not your lower back. Denise, just push that bum out a little bit more, chest over a little fraction. Good work, guys. We should feel this. We should feel our shoulder blades retracting. So we want those shoulder blades to retract here so that it's counteracting the fact we sit like this. So it's opening up that back. Okay, good work. Okay, grab yourself a drink and then I will explain what we're going to do for the workout for today. That's your little strength accessory work done. Hopefully you're a little bit warmer now. Get yourselves a drink, move your chairs out of the way, you will not need them. And for the majority of you, you will not also need your bag any longer. It is an option, but I think for most of you, you will be fine with what you have. Okay, I'll wait for everybody to come back in the room. So in our workout, we have 3 different movements. The way the workout is progresses, or the way it works, is you're going to work through those 3 movements continually, one after the other, for 10 minutes. You're going to do as many rounds of those movements as you can, and I'll explain what that means. The first movement is going to be push-ups, okay? There are various ways we can scale the push-up, and obviously we've been doing a bit of pulling and pushing, so we should be nicely warm. Your first scale is to find yourself a wall or your table and go down to the table. You're going to do 10 push-ups. You can also use your chair as long as it's up against a hard surface, and you can do your push-ups there. You can come to the floor, so you can pop your knees on the floor, and you can do your push-ups here. Or you can go full on into a full push-up on the floor, knees, hips, chest off the floor. What I want to make sure is people are keeping straight. So I'll show you what I mean, hopefully without doing myself an injury. We can all do this or this. That is not a push-up. I want you to squeeze your bum together, and I want you to lower yourself on your upper body and push up. So you are a plank of wood. And that plank of wood does not change. It literally goes up and down, okay? That way, we are really going to be working all of the right muscle groups: our chest, our back, our arms, and our core. That is your first movement, and we'll give you some time in a second to play around with those scales. Your second movement is going to be your sit-up. I would strongly advise you to get a cushion. If you're on the carpet, what you might want to do is get 2 cushions. But essentially, we're going to put that cushion on the floor, and we're then going to put our feet together, okay? Now, there are a few options. If you want to and you feel you need to, you can literally just come back and drive forward. So all we're going to do is create a little bit of tension and come forward. The reason we have the cushion there and we have our feet in a what we call a butterfly position is to help us use our hips as well. So we're going to come back. Our full movement is going to be back to the floor, touch our hands behind our head, touch our toes, back behind our head, touch our toes. If you're struggling with that movement, what I want you to do is I want you to come down onto your cushion, and all we're going to do is we're just going to do drive outs and back in. Okay, so all we're going to do is lie on our back, legs out, legs back, legs out, legs back. Okay, if anybody is struggling to do that movement, then please just give me a wave and I will show you something else we can do. And our last one is nice and simple. It's a simple air squat. However, in functional movement, our air squat is not body power air squat. Our air squat is all the way down below parallel. So I want you to work. I appreciate for some of you that might be a bit of a challenge today, but I want you to work to get as low as you can. The way you can do that is you can scale it to your sofa or your chair. So we can go down to our chair, touch it. I don't want you to just sit down and then bounce off, but you can go down to your chair, touch it, and come up. Okay, so let's go through each of those movements. I'll give you 4 minutes. You can do them in your own time. Wave at me if you're unsure. Richard, Mandy, are you able to just pop your camera a little bit lower just so I can see what you're doing? That's it. Perfect.
How many of each? Sorry.
Sorry?
How many of each for the workout?
10, 15, 20.
Cool. Thanks.
So we're trying to get into a rhythm where we won't need to stop. That's good, David. Just take your feet a little bit further away from the chair and see when you come up whether you can avoid your lifting. So you lower really nicely. I just want to see you come up without losing that tension. That's better. Tash, if you just, are you on your knees or are you doing 4 push-ups? On your knees? Try, if you've got a chair there or your sofa, rather than knee-wise, so that you can get the full range of motion. So rather than sort of doing it on your knees and just coming to here, if you go onto your chair and actually get your chest all the way to the chair, that way you'll get a bigger range of motion. It'll be easier for you. It will be more beneficial for you. Nice, David and Kate. That's great. Good work. Sean, same with you with those push-ups. Go onto the sofa or wall push-ups for you, because I know this is a movement that we've... nice, Richard. Wow, those squats have come on from last week. Have you been practicing? He's been doing it before he goes to bed, hasn't he, Mandy? He's like, yeah, we're going to do my 10 squats. A nice view of Abby's bum there. Nice, Denise. Good work. Deeper, Vic, how are we doing? Are we okay? Just put your sound on for me a minute. You're not doing okay.
No,
Vic, what are you doing? Come on, this is the last little bit here. 10 minutes and then we're done. Come on. Let's get involved. So even at your own pace, guys, there is absolutely no minimum requirement. You are literally going to work through this at your own pace. Nice, Rachel. 1 more minute. We're going to go for 10 minutes. You are going to do 10 push-ups, 15 of your sit-ups, 20 of your air squats. If you want to and you'd feel more comfortable, you can change that to 5, 10, 15. So those of you that are quite new to this, Deepa and Vic, you're going to go 5, 10, 15. Okay? So you're going to do 5 of your push-ups, 10 of your sit-ups, 15 of your air squats. Rachel, you were looking great tonight, so you can do the full amount. Doesn't really matter. You'll still be doing the same amount of reps. Okay, guys, take a drink, get yourself ready. We're not started yet, so let's get ready to start with your push-ups. So the way this works is everybody goes together. The clock goes on for 10 minutes. If you want to count your rounds, you can, but you are working independently on your own, 10 minutes. Kate and David are going, oh my goodness, I thought we'd started. But you do not stop, okay? So we're starting with our push-ups, then we're going into our sit-ups, then we're going to go into our air squats for 10 minutes. Okay, guys. Is everybody ready? In 10. 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go.
I've been hearing symphonies.
Hello, Internet. Isn't January miserable? But you can make it better with an offer that both your taste buds and...
Sorry about that, guys.
All I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me.
So remember, push-ups, sit-ups.
Then you came and you cut me loose. A solo singing on my own.
And then air squats.
And now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your
Good work, guys.
And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of the symphony.
Good work, Abby. So after our sit-ups, we're going into our air squats. 20 in total, or 15 if you are doing shorter reps. Nice, Mandy. You can bring your feet together. So you're in a butterfly position. You might find that a little easier. You bring your feet together.
Every day
2 minutes down. Good work, guys. Think about that range of motion on those squats all the way down as far as we can. Good work, Abby. Nice, Tash. 20 air squats, 15 if you're doing the scale version. Good work, David. Squeeze those elbows in. Great work, guys. Nice, Kate. Just try and get a little lower if we can. That's it. Below parallel. Good work. Abby, can you hear me? Thank you. Nice work, Mandy. Try and get that chest to that worktop if we can. That's it. Perfect. Great job. Much better. Great. Nice squats, Richard. They're looking loads better. Great work, guys. Nice, Rachel, on those push-ups. Remember, stay nice and tight. Squeeze that core. Squeeze those glutes together. Remember, work at your own pace. Go for range of motion rather than moving super fast. Make sure those movements look good. Good work on this squash, Tash. Let's keep going. There we go. Good work, Vic. Keep that chest up as much as you can. Richard, let's try and get those push-ups all the way down to the floor. If you need to go to your knees, that's absolutely fine, and work that bottom range. I'd rather that. And we can work on those bottom that bottom end. You're working in the household, Fox Mills household. Good work, Denise. You keep disappearing. I can see your head. Are you still with us? Oh, there she is. Halfway, guys. Halfway. Remember, keep at your own pace. Nice and steady. Push-ups, sit-ups, air squats. That's it, Tash. Good. Full range of motion. Extend those arms. Make sure we're going all the way down to our surface, either our sofa, our chair, or work surface, whatever we're using for those push-ups. Come on, David. Let's go. That's it. Try and do small sets. Have a rest. Be really strict with yourself. Great squats, Richard. Nice, Mandy. Fantastic. Well done. Push those knees out. Can see you really working on that. That's great. Come on then, Sharj. Let's go. That's it. A little bit lower if we can. With those squats. Drive those knees out. Good work, Tash.
It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor, I got all I need. I ain't got cash, I ain't got cash.
Last bit of work we've got for today.
Baby,
You go and eat your roast dinner. Good work, Tash. Come on then, Vic, let's go. You join in, Rohan. That's it, ladies and gents. Fantastic work. Come on then, David, let's go. Keep nice and tight in that midline on those push-ups. Last little bit, last couple of minutes. And we'll all be done. Great work, Mandy. Squeeze everything you can as you lower. This is a great exercise for making sure we stay switched on. Come on, Tash, let's go with those squats. Come on, Abby. Opportunity to work on a hip drive. Come on, Kate, let's go. Nice work, Rachel. Good work, Denise. Good work, Mandy. 2 minutes left, guys. Last 2 minutes. Just over 90 seconds of work. Let's try and finish off the round one. So if you're on your sit-ups, let's get those air squats in. Abby, try and keep that core a little bit more switched on so we're not just lowering that chest. Good work, Tash. Good work, Denise. Nice, Richard. Good work, Mandy. One Shanj, push those knees out. Keep working for it. All the way down past parallel. 60 seconds, guys. 60 seconds left. Last little bit. So if you're on those air squats, 60 seconds to get those done. Let's see if we can get a couple of push-ups up as well. Richard, really work for that range of motion if you can. All the way down to the floor. Good work, guys. Last 30 seconds. Keep that chest thick. Great work. Come on, guys, let's finish this up. 20 seconds to go. Let's go, let's go. Great work. 10 seconds. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom 5, 4, 3, 2, and time there. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. How is everyone? Everyone okay? You can unmute yourselves. Grab yourself a drink. Does anyone want to speak to me? How are we doing, guys? We okay?
Not sure we should unmute it. There's kids present.
They're in the other room. There's only the dog. Fantastic work, guys. That was great stuff. Some great squats going on. Really massive, massive improvement, even in a week. Richard, last week you were like hardly at depth, and today really lovely, really lovely. Mandy as well, like those knees, I can really see you working on pushing those knees out, which is great. Fantastic. Everybody okay? David, Kate, first session, how was that?
Good, thanks, Anne.
Yeah, you feeling okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Good, you're good. Okay, guys, we're just going to do a little 5-minute cool down just to stretch ourselves out. We're going to start off, if you've never done yoga before, we're going to do this really, really slowly, so don't worry if you're still a bit out of breath. Take a drink as you need. What we're going to do is we're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to run our hands down to our shins. We're going to hold here. For some of you, that might be enough of a stretch in the hamstrings. If it's not, keep that back hinged. So I don't want you just to reach the floor here. I want you to keep that back hinged and just wiggle those hands down as far as you need to go, so those hamstrings are under tension, so you can feel that nice stretch in those hamstrings. Okay, try not to bring your leg, I don't want you to have those knees locked out. Just have a slight bend in those knees, push your bum back, lower those hands so we can feel that stretch here. We're going to hold that for another 10 seconds or so. If you can, just breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, and just reach down a little bit further if we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself come up to the shins, and then slowly let yourself come up to standing. Okay, guys, next movement, we're going to go down into our lunge position. Just be mindful of your knee that's on the floor. We're going to come down, if we can, with both hands either side of that front leg. If you find that a challenge, just come down as far as you can. You should feel a stretch in the inside of your leg, so in your adductors here, abductors. And if you can, I want you to just turn away from the leg that is forward and reach to the ceiling. Okay? And if you can, just look to that arm. I've got these big headphones in the way. We're going to hold that for another 5 to 10 seconds. You should also feel that as well as the inside of your thigh. You might also feel that in your lower back, lower to mid back. That's perfectly normal. That's your thoracic lumbar spine, which can get quite tight. Okay, slowly bring the arm back in. We're then going to come back onto that bent knee. So we're going to come back onto the knee that was behind us, and we're just going to lean forward and stretch that front leg. If you can hold on to your toes. If that's not too much, just put them by the side. If you're super flexible, you can bring your head close to your knee, which is certainly not me. Okay, push yourself back up into that lunge position. We're going to put our hands down either side of that hand now, and then we're just going to push so that both our legs are behind us. Now this, if you've done yoga before, is your down dog. So all we're going to do is we're just going to push our head through our hands. You should feel a stretch in your shoulders, so across your shoulders and also in your calves. Hold that for another 5-10 seconds. And then we're going to bring the left leg or the opposite leg forward. So if you had your right leg forward before, you're going to pop your left leg forward, vice versa. Okay, both hands down either side of that left leg, and we're just going to do exactly the same. Turn that arm away from that leg. If you want to, and you're not feeling much of a stretch in that inside of the thigh, you can just push that elbow against it. Again, we should feel a stretch in the inside of the thigh and also in that mid back. Okay, guys, bring the arm slowly back to the center. And then we're just gonna lean back. If you have knee issues, I'd probably suggest just doing this very, very cautiously because it can irritate your knee a little bit. And again, you should feel that stretch in the hamstring, the back of the leg. If that is enough for you, fantastic. If not, you can come out and grab that foot. And then if you're super mobile, you can grab the foot and then put your head down to your knee. Good work, guys. Another 10 seconds or so here. Okay, bring yourself up. Again into that lunge. Hands either side. Push yourself up. Push that leg back into your down dog. And then all we're going to do is walk our hands up. And then slowly let ourselves come up to standing. Those of you that have done yoga before, those of you that haven't, like Vic and me, just go, whoop, stand up. Fantastic work, guys. Give yourself a clap. Amazing. Well done. Hopefully that got you a little bit sweaty and makes you feel much more deserving of the roast dinner that you've probably got or had.
Yeah.
As always, guys, any comments, feedback, suggestions, any questions, then please do drop a message on the group. That group, incidentally, is for anybody just to ask questions as well. So it might be, as you've probably noticed, there are some people on the group that are a little bit more experienced. There are some people that have never done anything like this before. So please feel free. Don't be afraid to just write if you've got a question, even if it's something crazy like, oh, I want to buy a dumbbell, or I want to get a kettlebell, or I want to get some new trainers, or does anyone know where you can get leggings that don't fall down? Anything like that, just feel free to post on there. I really want it to be kind of like an interactive group where people can help one another. So, you know, feel free to post on there if you need to. Okay, lovely to see you all. And on Tuesday, it's actually yoga. So we're going to alternate a Tuesday between like a HiiT session, a functional fitness session, and sort of strength posture yoga. So Tuesdays will be a little bit calmer. But it will be really, really good for you, especially if you're working from home at the moment and not able to get out much. Tuesday night will be nice and calming. And then I will see you back again on Thursday morning for those of you that are able to make it. See you later, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye now.
Bye.
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 Bye.